there, Taurus. I hope you guys are doing good. Let's get into your reading for June 2021. And I'm going to start out with some spirit energy messages. Show me for the energy of Taurus. You have service. I feel good when I can help others. Well, shit, I do too. Hang on, that one like literally went flying across the room. Okay, wow, interesting. So you are the second reading who has had envy come out in reverse. Really interesting energy. Aries had it, and now you. All right, let's go ahead and get some shuffling done. And we'll get into this reading for you guys. I hope you guys are doing good. You know, also too, I will say, I want to read some things to you. I meditated a bit before this reading for you guys, and there's some messages that I want to share with you. If they resonate, they do. If they don't, they don't. But let me go ahead and read those now. Okay, I wrote them down for you. I might do this from here on out. I might not. We'll see. Let me know if you like it or not. Through the doors of extremism, interdimensional being hidden in reality. What brings you a sense of security? And so when I said keywords here, these were all of the energies that I started feeling immediately after what brings you a sense of security came through. Tension, tightly wrapped, tightly wound, constriction, immobility, pressure applied, restraint. And I added breathe deep because in a way, maybe this sounds a bit weird, but all of these keywords actually felt good. They felt like they were stabilizing. They felt like they were necessary. Like, what are those things that dogs need sometimes? Like, it's called a thunder jacket, I think it is. Like when there's loud noises or bangs, like it helps animals with anxiety. What about weighted blankets? Stuff like that came through. So there was a definite beneficial feeling to the constriction that I was experiencing, but also I added just breathe deep, just in case, because that seems like a lot of constriction. But if that's what gets you through something, or if that's what makes you feel better, so be it. I'm going to say this here right now because I just have to, because it literally makes sense with this. When I was a really little kid, I asked my mother, she was morbidly obese. My mom was in the 350 pound to 420 pound range, depending upon, which year. And I used to ask her to sit on me. And there was something, I know, right? There was something about that pressure, though, that just like I couldn't breathe. I was so restricted that it actually felt secure. I don't know what that was, but it's that kind of energy. I mean, I'm not asking for people to sit on you or whatever. And I know that that's a creepy thing to think of, a little kid asking their mother to sit on them. But we do what we do. So I can have a healthy connection with your child if I can't have a healthy connection with your child if I don't have a healthy connection with you. That was very clear. I don't know who that may resonate with, but it's there. Leap of faith, challenge yourself, do what scares you. Precision of pursuit, find a new angle. That was very important. I kept hearing find a new angle. Precision of pursuit, find a new angle. And then this is very obvious. I mean, third eye activation, hopefully that resonates with you, but that came through as well. So let's go ahead and get some cards out here for you guys. Do a little past, present, and upcoming energy for you. Mix and match them though if one feels like it deserves to be elsewhere. And these are general readings. They may not resonate with every single person. So just take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Okay. Aries reading was also pretty intense, and it was specific, very, very specific, but the King of Pentacles showed up in that reading pretty prominently, and so that's your energy, Taurus. I don't know if you guys are dealing with an Aries, but that might be something to consider, especially because they had envy in reverse as well. And I put the cards upright when they go back in the deck, so for that to come out in reverse twice, so be it. Show me for Taurus. Okay. 8 times. Okay, so... 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, Taurus, past energy. You have the 9 of Pentacles. The 9 of Pentacles also was in Aries reading. The King of Swords was also in Aries reading. The Lady, which is the Empress, this is your energy. You have the Emperor. Wow, the Empress and Emperor right next to each other. That's kind of awesome. I'm going to do this. Two of Swords. The High Priestess. Bottom of the deck, the Devil. Okay, Taurus. So past energy showing up. You have the King of Swords and the 9 of Pentacles. In a way, this can be relying on yourself to a harsher degree. It's almost like having to feel restriction. Okay, so restriction came up in that reading or that meditation that I did for you, but almost as if like needing to keep to yourself, but to the point of doing so because you're either being judged or perhaps you're having a considerable amount of judgment put towards you, applied to you. This could also be you judging yourself and your situation, where you're at in your life. Generally, the 9 of Pentacles is going to be an energy that talks about feeling really satisfied in ourselves and where we're at in our lives, being comfortable with what we've created. In this card, though, if you look, she looks kind of, I don't know. It doesn't seem like comfortable. And if you look behind her, it's just a stone wall with etchings of the pentacles. You know, she is in her garden, but the tree is not bearing fruit. It's kind of bleak to me. It's like you have a certain amount of something, but I don't know, it just feels like it needs to grow more for some reason. I don't know if you're up against another person or energy or organization that it's like it requires you to do more, to get more, to be more. And it's kind of, what is this? Unyielding. Okay. Show me the 9 of Pentacles. Thank you. So you have the 9 of Pentacles coming out for the 9 of Pentacles. That's very interesting energy here, Taurus. Show me the King of Swords. You have strength coming through here. I put those back. It's like 4 different cards. Let's just go ahead and get clarifiers for everybody here. Show me the Empress. Too many cards, I'm sorry. Show me the Empress. you have the, I'm sorry, the Eight of Swords here. Two of Cups. Show me the Emperor. You have the World coming out in reverse. For the Two of Swords, you have the Queen of Swords. With the Seven of Swords. And the Four of Cups. Show me the High Priestess. So for the High Priestess, you have the Eight of Cups. The Five of Cups. The Three of Swords. So I want to say to you guys as well, just moving forward here with this reading, okay? Aries reading had the Nine of Pentacles, the King of Swords. They had the Two of Swords in there. Different deck, but they had the Two of Swords. They also had the, I believe, Seven of Swords. Maybe not. It was a different card, but they definitely had literally these three cards. They had the Eight of Cups, the Five of Cups, and then they had the Three of Swords here. So yeah, just wanted to mention that to you guys, okay? So let's go ahead and get into this reading. Hang on one second. So Taurus, this seems like kind of an interesting reading. Well, they all are, but what I'm feeling here, let's just break it down by area, okay? So past energy, present energy, future energy, and it can all intertwine, but the main energy right here, we have the Empress, the Emperor. Beneath, we have the Eight of Swords for the Empress, the Two of Cups for the Empress. With the Emperor, we have the World in reverse. Now, I will say for some of you, again, to make reference to the Aries reading, this is an Aries person, okay? So what I'm feeling here is there's a decision that somebody needs to make. This reading, I'm going to just flat out say right here, this reading may involve somebody who's either pregnant, who is pregnant, or who has children with a person, okay? I know that's going to have to narrow it down to whoever you are. I can't force what readings are. Sometimes they're for you, sometimes they aren't. If you want to hang out and listen, please feel free, of course, but I have to say what I see, okay? So it feels, Taurus, that you guys have a situation where there's decisions to be made about what to do next. What do I do next? Because I feel here with the Emperor, I feel that there's an energy of responsibility when it comes to this King of Swords energy. The Nine of Pentacles, we have it twice, okay? So here we have the Nine of Pentacles with a female energy, okay? She's not looking that happy, though, in this situation, okay? With this Nine of Pentacles, we have the male here. All right, so a masculine and feminine energy, but both coming up here. So I don't know if this is a decision to, because the Nine of Pentacles is a singles card. It talks about being single. It talks about doing things on our own and accumulating wealth to a certain degree. This seems bleak. This seems fulfilled here. There's more blue with the King of Swords. Blue here as well. I know that that sounds cheesy, but it's almost like matching the same blues as well. And here is this female energy covered in this same blue energy, with transformation here with this butterfly. Anyways, the death card, the strength card here under the King of Swords, this energy is more so talking about somebody who is either dealing with a situation where they may have to remain in something because of a certain level of responsibility. It's what they're supposed to do, and they realize that, you know, so they would rather just deal with it and be patient with it and go as it needs to go. here with the lady, with the Empress here, this energy is one. It's interesting because we have things that aren't being said to each other, things that definitely aren't being said to each other. It's kind of an interesting reading. But with the lady here, the Empress, you have the eight of swords here. Okay. And so this energy is basically talking about being in your head, not knowing which direction to go in, being confused about something. The decisions that you need to make seem really, really cloudy. They're uncomfortable. You don't know how to actually address them. I will say with this Empress energy, look at this card. She's literally pregnant in this card, okay? Her face is more pensive. She's thinking. There's a lot of consideration in her eyes. And we have the Two of Cups. So this is telling me that there is duty within love, duty within wanting to connect and be together still, but there's something here about this energy with this Eight of Swords that's just not comfortable. And it's interesting because it could be that this match was very good at one point, but perhaps we're going in different directions. It could also be that one party has a lot to do in their life. Not to say that they don't have to do in each other's lives, but I don't know if this is a decision for business, because here we have somebody who is very professional. Okay, the Emperor is all about professionalism, but so is the King of Swords. And I feel that this is the mirroring energy of the King of Swords and the Emperor. I feel that that's the same person. I just have to say it as I see it. With this energy, it's almost as if we have like duty. I don't know if we want to separate because of distance in the relationship, or perhaps there's new opportunities elsewhere. But I feel that there's some sort of connection that still is being maintained here. With the World in reverse for the Emperor, it's basically telling me that things are not going as one planned. This person isn't able to do what they are wanting to do, or perhaps how they felt that something was going to go. It's not going in that direction for them. They're not able to like finish situations because they have like this pressing duty, And I feel like there's a stifled energy here, which almost sounds selfish. But the Emperor can be quite selfish, actually, just to say that, to be quite honest with you guys. Um, yeah. I'm going to clarify these a little bit more just to double check with everything, just to see. But it feels like this is kind of the energy that I'm being presented with. Moving forward, we have this energy of the Two of Swords, which is about not communicating. It's feeling like bound and gagged. You don't know what to say. You're trying to get words out. You're trying to present something in a certain way, but it's not coming, or we're not being open about certain communication. And I feel that this communication is quite harsh. I do. I feel that this communication is the desire to separate here. Some of you, this may be a situation where you might be having like a divorce, or considering divorce very heavily. Okay, you have the Empress, and the Emperor. So this is telling me that this is either a relationship that has been going on for a long time, or it's a very solid relationship. This could also be a relationship that is built upon the female has a business, the male has their own business, and they've somehow combined things together. And if not, this can also just talk about parenthood as well. I will say though, you have two matches here. You have the Empress and the Emperor, and you have the King of Swords with the Queen of Swords here. Okay, so with this energy too, and the Seven of Swords, this can talk about, wanting to separate for whatever reasons. Here with the Seven of Swords, this energy can definitely indicate somebody not being on the level with you, potentially cheating, lying, withholding information. It's very deceptive energy. And if it's not cheating or anything, there's just a level of deceptive energy here. And I will say all of this section feels like a level of deception, which might just be why the Seven of Swords is coming out. The deception is not being open with your partner, or your partner not being open with you. We have the Queen of Swords. Okay, so I'm going to stick to the Queen energy here, the female energy, Empress energy. It almost seems like she is not opening up about how she's feeling. you have the Four of Cups. So this can talk about not wanting to give another opportunity to a situation, to reject something because it doesn't make sense anymore. It's not something that's easy or comfortable for us to deal with. But here it's almost like we've got conflicting energies because we have the Two of Cups. Okay. I almost feel like too with this energy, the Eight of Swords, we have like this desire to have something transform. Okay. Perhaps it's almost, this baby is almost ready to be born. I know that this is super specific, but for whomever it's for, the butterfly talks about transformation, cocoon energy, birthing into a new phase, a new form, doing it because we have a general sense of commitment to our partner. Okay. This could also be medical reasons as well. These cards are so interesting. What is this? So there's an eye on the belly here for the female. There's an angel above leaving the bed, an eye on the belly. I don't know if this, for some of you, this is a situation where the female strayed. I don't like calling people female, male, where the feminine energy perhaps strayed. There may have been another father. I don't know if this masculine energy is being told that this is their child, but maybe it's not. That's for a very slim few of you, but I have to say that. Other than that, though, it's like this energy is feeling like there's a sense of duty. Okay. If there is deception about this, though, with the feminine energy, the masculine is going to definitely find out through time, I feel. Here we have the High Priestess, Piscean energy. But with the High Priestess, this is stuff that's not communicated. You have two cards right next to each other of things that are not being said to one another, information that is not being shared with each other. This definitely borders on the more spiritual aspect, the hidden realms, but it also talks about things that are quiet. You know, here we have the Eight of Cups, which definitely talks about wanting to leave a situation that is no longer emotionally fulfilling. But we also have it with the Five of Cups, which is about rejection. It's about regret and feeling sad about a situation because it didn't go as you planned, along with the Three of Swords here as well. Okay. So with this here, though, too, this is an opportunity to communicate about a situation. It requires communication. And with the Two of Swords, it's almost as if we're having a difficulty, but it graduates. So if it's not opening up, open it up if you can, okay? Again, I do want to say the Aries reading had literally all three of these cards, and I believe they were together, okay? And I did shuffle that deck before I put everything out. So, yeah, it feels like there's a lot of ambivalent energy when it comes to communicating our partner's feelings, our feelings. It almost feels like there's a masculine energy that is having to stay in something here. And with the Devil at the bottom of the deck too, I want to say for this energy to be presented, this can be talking about toxic connections that are of codependent energies. They're based upon codependent energies, codependent reasons, manipulative reasons. And I don't want to say that you're a liar or deceptive, but for something here, it just, something big doesn't feel like it's being expressed. Or we're just missing the mark on proper communication. So I want to go ahead and get some clarifiers on this because this is super heavy energy for this reading. And let us do that. Go ahead and get, not that deck. Okay. All right, show me for the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, because it feels like with this energy, you have two people acting as a single entity or energy before. And this is past energy. So the way I read it is almost as if like perhaps the female energy is not having enough, or they didn't have enough. The male has more. And there was this thread in the Aries reading where one party was envious of the other because the other had more. The King of Pentacles had more than this Nine of Pentacles. And it was just like this strange, I don't know, something strange there. and they're somehow connecting. So give me one for the Nine of Pentacles. Show me the Nine of Pentacles with the Nine of Pentacles. You have the Knight of Pentacles and the Empress at the bottom of the deck. So Empress energy again being presented here. The Knight of Pentacles is generally somebody that is a very dutiful person. They engage and embark on situations that require them to be mindful of the time that they spend. There's a lot of dedication that's involved. You know, it can also be an increase in money as well, and a gift of money, perhaps communication about practical things, things that secure. Okay, what's under this energy? The Five of Pentacles. So I almost, god damn, I don't like painting people in a negative light, but what I'm feeling is something that's potentially deceptive. Either the male or female, whatever this is, it's like we're staying together because if we don't, then we won't have enough money, or we need the support. There is love, but maybe it's a clouded vision of love. Maybe it's a clouded vision of how people perceive things, you know? Show me the King of Swords with the Patience, with the Strength card. So you have the Magician in reverse here with the Three of Swords upright. With this, it almost feels like both parties like are at fault for certain things, but also not communicating these things, which kind of feels like a very big karmic relationship that's all just kind of fucked up, honestly. With the Magician in reverse, this person can be somebody who is negative. They can be somebody who is not honest with their direction and how they go about things. This can also be somebody too, I will say that kind of what I said earlier, through patience in being involved in a situation, perhaps they change their mind when they realize that something is not being presented to them in an honest way. The Magician in reverse can also talk about somebody who is removing their assistance, taking themselves away because they realize the situation was born from a dishonest place. But the Magician itself in reverse can also talk about somebody who is dishonest. With the King of Swords, though, here, this is more so about somebody that is very intentional about how they communicate, how they see a situation, and they can also be somebody who is less involved on an emotional level, a little bit more aloof, withdrawn, you know, sometimes cold. Lacking emotion, but also like they're very, very responsible, you know, when it comes to what they need. But through a series of patience, or after time goes by, I don't know, it feels like things get weird here with this Three of Swords. All right, so for the Empress here, show me a card for the Empress with these energies. Okay, so you have two cards popping out. So you have the Ten of Swords and the Death card here. Okay, so we go from the Eight of Swords, Seven of Swords, Eight of Swords, Ten of Swords really quickly. So this feminine energy, like I said, there's something about this energy where either this person is pretty much stabbed in the back or mistreated, or their actions have caused that to another person here, and a situation ends. Again, I did reference transformation with this Eight of Swords energy. The Death card does definitely talk about transformation. I don't know if this is something where somebody reveals the truth, reveals their deceptive energy, and tries to transform a situation, maybe with a new opportunity or a new beginning. But with the Page of Pentacles, this is something very, very... It could involve the home situation. But with that energy, is it enough? Is it too much? Is it not enough? Is it not enough? This can also talk about a child as well. So Taurus energy, earth baby energy, you know, those kind of things can come through here. Are we sticking around because we have a responsibility to a child? Show me the Two of Cups here for Taurus, please. And the Empress, and the Two of Cups. so you have the Three of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, and the Strength card here. Both parties have the Strength card. I feel like this is somebody trying to transform a situation because there is love here. There's a connection here. They're trying to have better communication. They're trying to take things to a newer level, a next level, a different road. Here, though, at the bottom of the deck, you have a lot of worry. This is also a lot of worry over here with this feminine energy as well. Strength is asking us to tame our inner beast, where we manipulate, where we have impatience, where we go exceed boundaries. Show me the Emperor and the World in reverse. Hang on, this card is on the floor. Okay, for the Emperor, you have Justice in reverse, and you have the Nine of Pentacles here with the Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So this can very much talk about family, family with children, your children, his children. I will say, this came out and it was hella specific. I can't have a healthy connection with your child if I don't have a healthy connection with you. Very specific energy for this reading. Justice in reverse tells me that this person, it can go two ways. I'm going to read it both ways because it's general reading. But with Justice in reverse, this can talk about somebody who is not speaking the truth. And it can also talk about somebody who is not receiving the truth. And I feel that it's more along the lines of not receiving the truth in a way. The Nine of Pentacles, we have it here twice. It's coming up a third time in this reading. It does talk about being single. It talks about doing what you need to do on your own. We have a female energy in this card. Generally, it's a female in this card, but with this one, we have a male energy, okay? So this may be because honesty is not being brought, the female needs to be single. Maybe that's on the mind when they figure it out. And it does have to deal with children and family, okay? What's under that? The Knight of Swords. So getting down to the bottom of things, honesty, truth, very, very blunt communication, which clearly is not happening here. It's not happening at all. This is all internal, it honestly feels. We have thoughts, thinking, secrecy, and emotion, which is all sad. So with the Two of Swords, show me the Two of Swords here for Taurus. You have the King of Cups for the Two of Swords. King of Cups energy is interesting. Generally, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. What I'm feeling here, honestly, out of all of it, I don't feel like, oh yeah, this is a lovey-dovey energy that this person wants to, they're in love with you. It can talk about that, but I'm feeling this is more like a counselor, to be quite honest with you. Again, we have the Eight of Swords here. You have the Eight of Swords here for this feminine energy. So somebody who is locked in their mind, somebody who doesn't know how to communicate their feelings. This could literally be a situation where somebody was not shown how to go about relationships honestly. They don't know how to express themselves. This energy too is sitting right next to the King of Swords. So this feminine energy right next to it, sandwiched in between, this may talk about a feminine energy that is not open to communication. She doesn't know how to communicate. And it causes problems. Give me one more for the King of Cups. So you have the Wheel of Fortune coming out for the King of Cups. The Wheel of Fortune is a very positive energy. It can cause situations that are really, really messy to turn for the better, okay, which is great. And I feel that in this capacity, communication, this is all about communication over here, communication with somebody like that. And even if it's not a counselor or a therapist, a relationship counselor, this could also be somebody that you genuinely trust, a male energy that's very nurturing. They listen, they have your best intentions at heart. With the Wheel of Fortune, it can talk about through that communication, you open things up so things go better. I feel here though too with this energy, it's like we persist and we pursue but there's something that it's like we have like this secret like regret, or we're frustrated by having to do it. Here, this card came out too, or whatever this is, this meditation that I read or I wrote. Precision of pursuit, find a new angle. Precision of pursuit, find a new angle. So what does that mean? Like persisting in this endeavor, but needing to find a different reason why, or perhaps, I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, but the other option is rejection here with the Four of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Show me the Queen of Swords here for Taurus. You have the Four of Wands, the Fool, and Judgment here, bottom of the deck, the Emperor. So we are again dealing with Emperor energy. I feel like this Emperor is the one to make the decision. I feel here that this is being presented by the female energy here. New opportunities to begin. This can also talk about can talk about trying to get married. It can talk about having a baby. It can talk about, you know, so many different things. But Judgment here, Scorpio energy, this energy is talking about, is this a good risk? Is this what I want? You know, and of course this could be the female energy looking at the male like that. But I feel like the masculine energy here has to deal with somebody who has been dishonest to a degree. I'll be honest with you. It's dishonesty here. And it's at odds. You know, we don't know what to think. We don't know what to believe. Show me the Seven of Swords here. Yeah, for the Seven of Swords, you have the Three of Swords coming through here with the Hermit at the bottom of the deck. So this is the pain that is involved in this situation. Three of Swords coming out twice. Both parties are hurt, but this requires communication, okay? This requires a level of communication that is hard, and that's why we're not having it. If we don't have it, it's going to cause rejection. But for whomever is the one that needs to make the biggest decision here, they're going to need to look within themselves to find out if this truly aligns with their purpose in life, with what they want in their life, and also within their honesty and how much bullshit they can take, you know? Because I don't know if whomever is on the end of the majority of deception. It feels like both parties, to a certain degree, have something kind of under the table, but one more so. Show me the Four of Swords, or I'm sorry, the Four of Cups. One card for the Four of Cups, please. One card for the Four of Cups. Thank you. The Three of Wands and the Five of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So a lot of conflict here in regard to something that's going to take a long time to get to you. Patience, needing patience for this situation. But is what is coming to you what you want? Like, that's the thing. It's like an evaluation of, yeah, something's on its way, but is it what I want? That something could be a child. That something could be, you know, potentially going into a commitment that may not actually pan out. There's a lot to think of here, and I feel here there's even, it's just a lot to think. Show me the High Priestess. Did this come out? Nine of Swords, the High Priestess, the Sun, and the, yeah. So if we're talking about children, this is literally worrying about working very, very hard for this child. It's, yeah, I mean, things will move along, but it's working very, very diligently to support somebody, but also in a way, I don't know, I don't have children, you know, but I know people that have been in situations where they begrudgingly go along with something because it's a necessity. They have to, you know. But if that's the case, and they're doing it for the child, then I would definitely say have communication about how freedom works for both parties. You know, maybe precision of pursuit means to continue to be in the situation for the sake of the child, or at least for money, or a parental, you know, the child to have a parent. But find a new angle, find a different angle on how to look at this. Perhaps we need to not be so traditional about this. Perhaps we need to be more so open to doing things a completely different way, you know, still remaining for a child. If this, I feel heavy that this is dealing with this. I know this is not for everybody, but remaining for it, for that sole purpose. All right, so we have the 8 of Cups with the 5 of Cups. Give me the 8 of Cups and the 5 of Cups. So you have the 6 of Wands with the 6 of Pentacles here and the High Priestess. This is the High Priestess here, so things that are not being said. For some of you, it almost feels like this person moves on to another person, or there's perhaps another person that fulfills their energy, that they can give to freely, that there's a better experience here with them and that person, and they're walking away because, yes, maybe they have regret, but in the end they find somebody else. I feel that this is the new angle. It's like you remain in something for the sake of a child or for the sake of a necessity, but there's also a new angle here where things are less pressure. The commitment to this is for what it is. It's minimal. Envy is off the table. Maybe that's why it's in reverse, because we realize through our actions we aren't able to acquire what we want in this situation because it was done under a level of dishonesty. Service. I feel good when I can help others. Maybe that's the energy that this person, this female energy, needs to take. You know, instead of throwing a tantrum or, you know, trying to make sure that this person is on my partner, this is mine, you know, it's like, unless it was honest, what's the point? Maybe granting them that to be with another person where it's actually a better situation for them, where it's actually reciprocal. You know, they still get what they want, but why not this person get what they want? He gets what he wants as well. I'm not a fan of people trapping and ensnaring people in relationships because they can't be honest, you know? Maybe that's the service that we're talking about here. Yeah, for this 3 of Swords here, we have the 3 of Cups coming out in reverse. So it's not seeing eye to eye. Here we have the Knight of Swords. This is a lot of heavy communication, sometimes very blunt, very accusatory to a degree, but it gets down to the meat and bones, meat and potatoes of it. With the 3 of Cups, though, this is not a cohesive relationship. You know, if we remain in it, it's something that is definitely bordering on codependent situations born of deception, okay? I'm going to get some advice for this reading. This reading is very interesting. I will say that. Very, very interesting. Okay. Show me the Empress here. Growing apart, moving in different directions, emotional distance. Show me the Emperor. Show me the Emperor, please. Stability. This person is looking for stability. What is between them is miscommunication. Miscommunication can have a lot of meanings, okay? It can be literally just a miscommunication. It can also be miscommunication. Somebody leaves things out. Communication is not happening properly. Advice, please, for this. Can I have advice for this reading for Taurus? Thank you. So you have the Devil, Knight of Cups, 7 of Cups, 7 of Wands, okay? And the bottom of the deck, you have the 3 of Pentacles here. So overall, the bottom of the deck is telling me that there is a necessity for communication to be able to be on the same page with somebody, even if you don't have the same vision of something. The Devil is being presented in this reading twice, okay? Capricorn energy, but this can definitely talk about somebody who we have to face this. We can't keep sitting in this type of negative, dishonest energy. It's requiring us to, even if it's emotionally uncomfortable, it's requiring us to talk about our emotions, talk about the depths of ourselves. I feel that this is a difficulty for somebody here, whether it be the male or the female energy, and maybe back to back or opposite or whatever. But somebody needs to open up themselves. Somebody needs to have genuine, honest conversation. And it's very, very frustrating for them and their partner because they can't open up. With the Seven of Wands, this person is restricted. They are afraid to communicate. They pull themselves back. Maybe communication brings a lot of anxiety to this person. And so rather than communicate, they would be better omitting information, not communicating information, or just lying. Sometimes it's easier to lie, but the problem with that is sometimes you can lie about really big things. Okay. And I will say in this card, all right, the devil here is a female. The stairwell is going into the female's mind. So whatever this is, feminine energy being presented here as well. Let's pull you a, what are they called? They're the Crystal Oracle deck. Where's the book? The Crystal Wisdom Healing Oracle. Show me for Taurus, please. Whomever this is pertaining to, show me for Taurus, please. I'm getting 2 cards coming out. Okay. So you have carnelian and you have amethyst. Okay, I feel like feminine, masculine energy. And yes, I am getting that because of the stupid reference to the colors here. Purpley pink, blue. I know that sounds cheesy as fuck, but that's where it went. All right, so 7 and 17. Okay. So carnelian, creativity. Carnelian protects glamours, spells, envy, and the evil eye. Bringing good fortune to the wearer, it prevents blood from rushing to the head to cause precipitate action. Self-awareness, self-understanding. You have the ability to remain calm during disputes and the self-control not to follow the crowd. Courage in the face of danger comes from inner strength, not foolhardiness. Your family means a lot to you. Your sexual drive is strong. Lust or aggression has been a problem in a past life. Direct it toward creativity and raising kundalini. Divination. Be eloquent, creative, and bold. Do not back down. Trust your intuitive perceptions. Distinction in your career lies ahead. Be a mentor. Alleviate stress. Time to play. You are a tower of strength during sorrow. Stay anchored in the present. Let go of emotional ties or outdated projects holding you back. Beware a charismatic person. The healing insight. Sufficient vitamins and minerals support your metabolism for optimal well-being. If you're pregnant, definitely prenatal vitamins for sure. The frequency, earthy to high, depending on clarity. The chakras, the base and sacral. Timing is Taurus, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Scorpio. Soul path, expressing soul vitality. And also expressing things honestly. I throw that out there too. Okay, so for amethyst, we have page 17. Okay. Inner peace, a powerful protector, purifier, and natural tranquilizer. Amethyst calms the mind and balances extremes. Self-understanding. You have an addictive personality. Make a concerted effort to overcome such behavior or obsessions of any kind and avoid overindulgence. Balance work and play. You are prone to excess in both. Understanding hidden causes of compulsive actions brings peace. Hand your will over to your soul and allow your spirituality to flourish. The divination. Release self-defeating programs. Do not rely on others. You create anything you set your mind to. Be shrewd in business dealings. Pay attention to your family. An honest verdict and success in a court case are possible. Maintain your integrity and let the universe decide. Definitely. I feel like if there's a divorce here, it feels like it goes in a positive direction. Feels like there's still responsibility that's being presented, but overall, things change. Precision of pursuit. Find a new angle. Find a new direction, a new way of doing it. Healing insight. Letting go of cravings leads to inner freedom and creates well-being. The frequency is high to exceptionally high. Chakra is the third eye in the crown. Timing, Aquarius, Pisces, soul path, developing unshakable inner peace. Also with the King and Queen of Swords, it is Gemini, Aquarius, Libra energy, okay? So this is what I have for you guys. I'm going to stop here because this reading is kind of draining right now, and I feel like I'm done. For whomever this is for, I know that this is for like one person in the world, but whomever this is for, I hope that this is helpful. Be honest, please, with each other. If you need to find different ways to communicate your feelings, if that's been an issue for you, seek help, seek a therapist, you know, perhaps couples therapy, but it feels almost like a one-on-one situation as well. It helps in that regard. It feels like your partner's willing to work with you, but on a completely in a different way. Honesty needs to be presented here as much as possible, and it will get you the best outcome. So I'm going to let it go here. If this was helpful, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. If you want to donate to my channel, it really does help me. And yeah, I hope to be doing personal readings again soon sometime. So I will talk to you guys later, and good luck, Taurus. I'll talk to you later. And again, if you want to reference the Aries video, by all means, take care, guys. Bye.